The new Mortal Kombat cinematic trailer was amazing. Hands down, I believe the best cinematic trailer we ever got. But there's a lot of questions that fans are totally confused about. So here are 18 unanswered questions for Mortal Kombat 1. Number 1. How many characters are going to be on the roster? Mortal Kombat 1 is resetting the whole timeline and going back to, well, Mortal Kombat 1. The original Mortal Kombat 1 had 7 playable characters. Now, I don't think that's going to be the case for Mortal Kombat 1. This is going to get confusing. Since Mortal Kombat 9, there's been an increase in total amount of characters, and in Mortal Kombat 11, there was around 37. I don't think we're going to get more than 37. I think we're going to go back to Mortal Kombat 9 and probably get 28, but who knows? Number 2, will crossplay be available for all platforms? In Mortal Kombat 11, crossplay was available, but it was only from console to console. It wasn't from PC to console. And being a PC user, I wasn't able to play with all my console friends. Hopefully in Mortal Kombat 1, we're going to be able to play across all different platforms. Number 3, Xbox Play Anywhere and PlayStation Now. There's a downside if you're a Mortal Kombat fan switching from console to PC or vice versa. From Mortal Kombat 9 to Mortal Kombat 11, you were never allowed to take your account from console and switch it to PC. Unfortunately, in my case, I bought Mortal Kombat 11 on Xbox, switched over to PC, and had to buy the whole game all over again. This sucks because Mortal Kombat 11 is such a grindy game. Now, recently with Xbox Play Anywhere and PlayStation Now, you're allowed for some titles to transfer from console to PC, but it's not everything. Number 4. How much grinding is there going to be? The main downside for Mortal Kombat 11, besides some of its gameplay mechanics, was how much grinding there was. You would have to spend hours, days, weeks, months to grind skins, brutalities, fatalities, intros, outros, currency. It was ridiculous. And like I said, once I switched over from console to PC, I didn't want to grind it anymore. However, when I bought Mortal Kombat X on PC, I was able to grind it and unlock pretty much everything. There was a major difference between the two games, and I prefer the grind system in Mortal Kombat X over Mortal Kombat 11 by far. Number 5, KRYPT mode. I'm a huge fan of the KRYPT mode in Mortal Kombat, and by far, Mortal Kombat 11 has the best KRYPT mode hands down. NRS can step this up a whole notch by incorporating different realms to travel to for the KRYPT. Now, if we get into that territory, it seems like we're merging KONQUEST and KRYPT together, and I have no problem with that whatsoever. Now, if that's not the case, I am 100% okay with going back to Mortal Kombat 11's KRYPT. Number 6, will KONQUEST make a return? Ask any Mortal Kombat fan. I can guarantee you that they'll say KONQUEST mode is their favorite mode of all time. And if we want to get specific, Deception is better than Armageddon. I'm really hoping NRS brings in KONQUEST mode to Mortal Kombat 1. I can see why fans could be a little bit concerned if KONQUEST mode replaces the main story that we've known with chapter-to-chapter play. However, I think this would be a great twist. And like I mentioned previously, they can combine the KRYPT and KONQUEST mode together, traveling to different realms that pertain to Mortal Kombat 1's story. And through every realm you go, there can be tutorials, there can be chests to unlock brutalities, fatalities, skins, you name it. Number 7, what other game modes will there be? Is Motor Combat going to make a return? Puzzle Combat, Chess Combat, Tag Team, Test Your Mind, Test Your Sight, Test Your Luck? Oof, I'm running out of breath here because there are so many game modes I wish would make it into Mortal Kombat 1. I'm hoping those mini game modes like Test Your Might, Test Your Sight, and Test Your Luck make a return. And with Kameo Fighters, it could be a tag team kind of mode, but we'll have to see and wait on that one. Number 8, 3D era characters. Now, 3D era fans, I'm so sorry. It's been a long wait for one of your favorite characters to make it into an NRS Mortal Kombat game. I mean, technically, if you're counting Mortal Kombat 4's 3D era, then we have Quan Chi, Kenshi, Bo Raicho, Tanya, Shinnok, Fujin, and Frost. So that's quite a lot of characters for a 3D era representation. However, there's a whole lot of characters that are missing from this list. Reiko, Ashura, Li Mei, Hotaru, Havoc, Shujinko, Serena, Taven, and Dagon. The list goes on. And the thing is, a lot of these characters have been teased for a very long time now, so I think Mortal Kombat 1 should and hopefully can be the game where they make a return. Number 9, will Combat Kids return? This is a tough one because if we're going back to Mortal Kombat 1, none of these kids are alive. So saying goodbye to Takeda, Kung Jin, Cassie, and Jackie. Now, I know to a lot of people that's a big thumbs up, but again, there's also a lot of people who really enjoy Combat Kids. If anything, maybe these Combat Kids are going to appear as Kameo Fighters. Again, I don't know how Kameo Fighters are really going to operate, so we're going to have to wait till June 8th. But for now, I don't know if Combat Kids are going to make a return. Number 10, what origin details will be changed? Now, we recently heard this in the combat community special podcast thingy-mabobber, where Ed Boon said that this is a whole new story. It's going to be a lot of origin stories for every single one of these characters. A lot of things are going to be different, which in that statement itself has a lot of questions. Are some characters going to be good? Are some characters going to be bad? Are some characters not even going to exist? Are some people's backstories going to change? There's a whole lot of questions for an origin story if they're going to start changing everything. Number 11, is Mileena the princess of Edenia or Outworld, or is it Kitana? In the trailer, we both saw Kitana and Mileena riding in a wagon together. Now, from the looks of it, it might be a little bit hard to determine who's the princess of Outworld or this is Edenia. It's really hard to tell. And if things are going to start to change, maybe they might have Mileena as the princess instead of Kitana. And they're not butting heads like they usually do. So one of these origin stories that they might change is that Mileena and Kitana might actually be friendly with each other. Number 12. Does Raiden still have his abilities? We got to see Raiden in the Mortal Kombat trailer. He doesn't have his lightning eyes like he usually does. They're just regular eyes. So is this whole origin story of Raiden gonna be changed? Is he gonna have his lightning and thunder powers? We did get a glimpse of it in the trailer where Raiden and Kung Lao are meeting in the field, and in the background of Raiden we do see some lightning and thunder. Of course, this was a nod to show that this is Raiden, but the main question is, does he have his abilities? Number 13. How is Fire God Liu Kang Fire God Liu Kang? Now, we know from the recent combat community podcast thingamabobber that Mortal Kombat 1 story is not taking off from Mortal Kombat 11. And if that's the case, then how is Fire God Liu Kang Fire God Liu Kang? This might be a whole new play on the origin stories in that Liu Kang has always been Fire God Liu Kang. Maybe he's gonna transfer his powers to Raiden and that's how he gets his thunder powers? I don't know. Number 14. Are Sub-Zero and Scorpion brothers? Listen to this voiceover of Liu Kang where both Scorpion and Sub-Zero meet.
Or united as brothers.
We notice he says band together as brothers. Now, is this going to be actual blood brothers? Are Scorpion and Sub-Zero going to be actual brothers? I don't know. Again, this could be a whole other new story of the origin between Scorpion and Sub-Zero. We always know that they butt heads all the time, just like Kitana and Mileena, but in this new timeline, maybe they're actually friendly. Maybe Scorpion and Sub-Zero are part of the Lin Kuei, but then Scorpion breaks off and starts the Shirai Ryu. Number 15. Who is Sub-Zero? One of the biggest questions a lot of people have been asking regarding Sub-Zero, is this Bihan Sub-Zero or is this Kuai Liang Sub-Zero? A lot of people notice there's no visible scar on Sub-Zero's face. And we all know that Kuai Liang is most notable for his scar. And if there's no scar, that means that this must be Bihan, but they haven't confirmed that whatsoever. And if this is Bihan, then we're probably not going to get Noob Saibot. Or it might be a Mortal Kombat 9 situation where we start off with Bihan, and then he dies, and it comes back as Noob Saibot, and then Kuai Liang comes in. I don't know how this is going to go. Is Kuai Liang even going to exist? Number 16. Who is the main and sub-boss? We saw in the Mortal Kombat trailer that Shang Tsung looks like he's going to be the main villain of Mortal Kombat 1. But you hear things in the Mortal Kombat community. Some people say that he's not going to be the main villain. This is just a play by NRS. Maybe Onaga is going to be the main villain of Mortal Kombat 1. Who knows? Shang Tsung being the main villain makes sense because in the OG Mortal Kombat 1, he was the main villain. And for a sub-boss, I would really love to see Kentaro finally make it into a Mortal Kombat game. That would be amazing. I thought he was going to appear in Mortal Kombat 11 since we had Shiva in Mortal Kombat 9 and Goro in Mortal Kombat X, so I thought it would just fit if Kentaro was in Mortal Kombat 11. Now, I think they can rewrite history here with the origin stories, and instead of Goro, we get Kentaro. I think that would be a nice touch. Number 17. How is the story gonna go? From the recent community event, Ed Boon specifically explained how this is a whole new story and it's not taking off from Mortal Kombat 11. That means it's not taking off from Fire God Liu Kang's ending and it's not taking off from Shang Tsung's ending. So this is a new timeline completely. And it's kind of crazy because when we saw this Mortal Kombat trailer and saw Fire God Liu Kang, we automatically assumed that it was taking off from Mortal Kombat 11, Fire God Liu Kang's ending. So how is this story gonna play out? Liu Kang mentioned many times that he created a new era of peace. So if this isn't the case, things aren't just adding up here. Does Liu Kang know about the past events of Mortal Kombat 11? Did he create a whole new timeline? I don't know what's going on, man. I am confused. And before we get to number 1, if you enjoyed the video, I want you guys to leave a comment and let me know your questions that you have regarding Mortal Kombat 1. Also, join the Discord server. I just made it. There should be a link in the description. There's a whole community in this Discord and we all love to talk about Mortal Kombat. Number 1. What are Kameo Fighters? This is a huge question. One of the most notable things from the Mortal Kombat 1 website was the addition of Kameo Fighters. Is it going to play like Tag Assist in Mortal Kombat 11? Or is it going to play like Tag Team in Mortal Kombat 9? Or is it going to be none of those and it's going to be a whole new gaming mechanic that we've never seen before? It has a lot of people worried. In my next video, I dive deep into how Kameo Fighters are going to change Mortal Kombat.